Hey everyone, SEGA Superstar here, and today I'll be doing a sort of show and tell of my retro consoles that I own, and it'll be a pretty short video because I've only got like 4 consoles that I own retro-wise. I have a PlayStation 3, an Xbox 360, and I will be a proud owner of a Wii U in less than a month's time, since I'll be getting the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker version of the Wii U in the game. So looking forward to that. I'll be doing an unboxing of that when I get it, but for now I have to show you this rabble. So yeah, we've got the PlayStation 2 that I own. This is not the first one I own. The only first console I've never got rid of in my entire life since I was a child was the Nintendo, the NES as they call it, which was my first console I ever owned. So I've got the usual PlayStation 3, nothing special. PlayStation 2 I should say, nothing special. Some of these come from car boot sales, some of them come from eBay. But yeah, then I have the SEGA Saturn, which they've produced some amazing games in this console's lifetime. Get a bit tongue-tied here. So yeah, you've got amazing games like Hazard, Dead, Sonic R, Sonic Jam, Virtual Fighter, and everything else. It's just amazing games in this console. So, yeah, Sega Saturn. And then we have the Dreamcast. I've got a controller out, as you can see. Whoever doesn't own a Dreamcast, this is what it looks like. Pretty awesome. You can put a rumble pack in there, and obviously a memory card, which is probably good. A virtual visual memory cards. Oh yeah, quite amazing stuff. So yeah. The Dreamcast. Now, I'll just go over to my first console, which is the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Well, NES is short for Nintendo Entertainment System, as you can see, NES, so NES. This is the NES version. So. Right, power button and reset button there. Obviously, I've got it connected, so it's not going to work on that. So yeah, that's where the audio goes in. But yeah, this was my first console that my father, or parents should say, bought me. So I was very happy to obtain this when I was younger. Obviously I appreciate it more than I did when I was a kid. But yeah, now I've got no games for these in particular. I do have games for the Dreamcast, which I bought, but they're sealed, so that's sort of collectible terms. I did have loads of games for both of these, but I got rid of them all, which I do really regret. So the only games I've actually managed to keep hold of, sort of sentimental sort of value, is these games. So I'm going to quickly show you the games, but before I do, just show you the NES controller. You can see, look, you can see the wear and tear there. I don't know why it's that discoloured, but it's quite weird. Yeah, it's so retro, so amazing, I'm so glad I've still got this in my bedroom. I'll never get rid of this, ever. It's my childhood memories. And I've also got the Nintendo light gun. It's called Zapper. Pretty funny name. As you can tell, this console and gun came out in 1985, which is a year before I was born. Oh, yeah. Made in Japan. Model number. So yeah, such a weird noise it makes, like pretty cool. So that's I've kept that. I've got the gun and a couple of controllers, and now I'm going to show you a couple of games that I own. You've got loads of classics here that I enjoyed through my childhood throughout. We've got an old classic. If anyone watched DuckTales, this guy's here called Uncle Scrooge, and you've got DuckTales and everything. It's made by Capcom, which is pretty cool. So this game is pretty amazing platformer. Whoever hasn't played this should really try it if you've got a NES still, or can get a hold of it on. I don't know if you can get a hold of this on the Wii U or Wii console, because I know there are virtual games on there, but don't have to do this game. I'll have to check it out in the future. But yeah, so that's the DuckTales. There, put it back in its case. That's DuckTales. Here we have another classic, which I enjoyed thoroughly when I was a kid, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, they put Hero Turtles there, so you can tell how old that is. and that was made by Software or Powercom and that. Don't really know what company made that. I think it was just Nintendo actually, publisher and all that. Game Pack. Oh yeah. As you can see, there's no variation in the characters. The only way you can describe them is by their weapons, but they're all wearing the same eye blinds there, you know. Yeah, they should be different colours, but obviously because it's such an old game, you know, they're just sort of all red. So, yeah. Teenage Hero Mutant Ninja Turtles. Next one is the first Mario ever on a Nintendo console. Now this is like a combo game because you got Duck Hunt here as well. But yeah, this game here, Super Mario Bros, was the first game when Mario appeared. Imagine that, all these years, what he looks like then and that what he looks like now. It's just hard to imagine. So yeah, you know, I've got that. It's quite amazing and cool. Right in there, I have to turn that around. So that's pretty cool. On some cases they have the Nintendo cover like here, and some they'll be blank, so I don't know why that is, but I don't really care. Some weird game which I didn't really enjoy, but I've still got it. It's called Defender of the Crown. Quite a weird game. It was sort of medieval, sort of, yeah, King Arthur times, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy that much, but it's still an interesting game, nonetheless. And here we come, is another classic. Even says classics on there, even is a classic, is Donkey Kong. As you can see, Mario is fighting Donkey Kong there. This game was very hard as a platformer, trying to get to the top of the ladders, you know, of the TV, while trying to avoid Donkey Kong's barrels, you know. It was really, really, really enjoyable game. I think this is a combi game. So it says there, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr. Could be, yeah, two great games in one game pack. So that's two. This is two games. I never actually knew that. So yeah, this is Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. So that's quite cool. I don't think I've ever experienced Donkey Kong Jr. Anyway, or can't remember it. Anyway, I used to watch Popeye when I was a kid. This is quite funny. I have played it and it's quite hard, to be honest with you. For some reason, old classics seem to be a lot harder than the games these days because of so many casual gamers. All the hardcore gamers have sort of played something else or just sort of died out as if they're some sort of rare breed. But yeah, the original Popeye, pretty funny game. I'll get to that one first. This one here. We have the amazing Mario Brothers 2. As you can see a bit of a wear there. That was an enjoyable platformer, as you can tell. Classic game. Really cool. You could pick up like vegetables and throw at the enemies, which was quite cool. So that's an awesome game. Here we have the legendary Super Mario Brothers 2. Sorry, 3. I don't know why I said 2. I've just done 2. What are you talking about? So yeah, 3. This was a very enjoyable game. Probably my most favourite out of the 3 that was in this time. You know, so much you could do in this game. It's a lot. I don't know if it's harder, but to be honest with you, all these Mario games when the NES come out were really hard. So I had trouble with all of them, but you know, it was all good fun. I really enjoyed it. You know, another classic here, Gremlins by Sunsoft. Yeah, Gremlins 2. So I've seen this. I've seen the movie. So you know, it was an awesome movie. I enjoyed Gremlins 1 and 2, but I played this game, and this is also an amazing platformer game. You know, it's quite enjoyable as well. I love this game. You should definitely check that out. Another interesting platform man called Low G Man. Basically, it's sort of like if anyone played Biotic Commando, it's sort of similar to that, but you can jump and you have sort of different weapons and that. So it is quite. This game is very hard. I'm telling you now, if you play this game, you're gonna cry. Okay, you're gonna cry. Trust me, I cried loads of times in my childhood. It's a hard game, very hard game. Okay, amazing Double Dragon 2. That was an awesome game, an awesome beat-em-up game before Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. I enjoyed this game very much. It's about Acclaim there. Acclaim. So I can't say that. That's that one. As I stated earlier, Biotic Commando. This game was very hard also, and hardcore fans and gamers, you want any challenge these days, just go back to a NES game. They'll make you cry, seriously. This game was also hard. I thoroughly enjoyed it also. I did end up completing it, but it broke me. It's that hard. It broke me. Another classic here is RoboCop. That was an also awesome platformer game. I'm a big fan of platformer games, so I enjoyed these games really good. So yeah, I also love the movies as well, except for number 3. I don't like number 3, but 1 and 2 were awesome. A reboot, I'm not too sure about that when it comes out next month or whenever it comes out. I'm not too sure about the reboot. Still skeptical on that. A boxing game, which I didn't really enjoy. I'm not really a lover of sports games, so yeah. Punch Out. And the last game is, if anyone remembers this in the 90s or 80s, I can't remember when it is, Captain Planet. I used to watch this when I was a kid, only a couple of times, but I remember it well. It was an enjoyable game. I did love it. It was really a cool superhero game. So, pretty awesome game. But yeah, that's about it really for my review. Show and tell review. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and the sort of trip to memory lane of childhood. If you remember any of these games in your past when you was a child, subscribe, comment, and leave a thumbs up if you like this video. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.